Kerry Katona has revealed her earliest memory is watching her embattled mother Sue slit her wrists when the star was just 3. The singer and TV personality, 40, spoke to New Magazine about the trauma of living with her mum, who was manic-depressive, having spoken exhaustively in the past about her checkered upbringing and struggles. She said, "My earliest memory is watching my mum slit her wrists. I was 3. She was manic-depressive and self-harmed until I was 15. That's just the way my life is. I've come so far from being a foster kid growing up in a council house." Kerry has frequently reflected publicly on her childhood in growing up in Warrington, Cheshire, having last year recalled the horrifying moment her mother's ex-boyfriend threatened to chop her feet off after stabbing her troubled parent. The mother of 5 went on to say that she was subsequently put in a foster home following the terrifying ordeal, which occurred when she was just 13. Kerry also discussed her mum Sue, who had a terrible childhood and issues with drugs and her mental health, adding, "She didn't really know how to be a mum." Having now looked back on her mother's self-harming and troubles, Kerry confessed she does not have any regrets and is happy with her life now. She said, "Everything I've been through, I don't regret one thing, not the drugs, the marriages, the bankruptcy. It's all put me where I am today." Her chat comes shortly after Kerry broke down while discussing her late husband George K on Sunday night's Celebrity SAS, Who Dares Wins. She was seen speaking to Aunt Middleton about her relationship with George, who died in July 2019 after eating a quantity of cocaine at a Holiday Inn in Cheshire. She married the embattled ex-rugby league player, 39, in 2014 and had daughter Dylan Jorge, now 7, before splitting in 2017 amid a flurry of shocking claims of domestic violence and substance abuse in the marriage. When asked by Aunt about her emotional response to one of the challenges on the show, which was filmed last year, she said, "My mister died last year of a drug overdose. He was really abusive, and it just took me back to feeling really worthless." In Sunday's episode, Kerry was left feeling dejected when she was hauled into the interrogation room after she failed the CS gas test and aerial walk challenge. Her failure in the challenge and subsequent pained reaction led to Aunt asking, "I can tell you're stuck somewhere. I don't know where you're stuck, but you're stuck somewhere." "Where are you stuck?" Kerry responded, "My mister died last year of a drug overdose. He was really abusive, and it just took me back to feeling really worthless," before she detailed how the shouting officers led to the flashbacks to her experiences with George. She is mother to daughters Molly and Lily Sue with singer Brian McFadden, Heidi, 13, and Max, 12, with former husband Mark Croft, and Dylan Jorge with George. And asked Kerry if her children never saw George abuse her, to which she responded, "They heard the shouting and saw the black eyes," before Aunt queried, "What did you do about that situation?" Kerry explained that she eventually left, yet admitted, "I've made so many mistakes and my actions will have consequences on my kids." Speaking to the camera, Kerry, who is now due to marry fiancé Ryan Mahoney, 32, then said, "When George died, there was so many mixed emotions. I was so angry. I was so angry at him. How effing dare you die? Putting me and the kids through all the tests, and then you just die? The worst conversation I've ever had to have was with my 5-year-old to tell her her daddy had died. How do you explain that to a baby? A TT as he was, you know, he was still a dad." So now I've got to do right by my kids, because they've been through so much already." Earlier this month, an inquest revealed that George died after a drugs binge at a budget hotel where he crushed a ball of cocaine inside a sock and ate the contents. The sportsman collapsed with a seizure, was rushed to hospital on July 5, 2019, but died later due to the excess effects of the toxic Class A substance. Just 12 hours before the tragedy, police had been called to the Holiday Inn in Sutton Weaver, Cheshire after he was seen wandering around the corridors asking for someone to be his friend. He was also found erratically shouting and knocking on other guests' doors, with hotel staff attempting to return him to his room at one point after he claimed there were wasps inside. Officers said George was hallucinating while under the effects of the drug but let him stay in his room despite noticing traces of cocaine by his bathroom sink. A policewoman was later disciplined for not searching George or arresting him for possessing cocaine. Staff called police and officers attended at 9:54 p.m. but left when Mr. K agreed to return to his room. Coroner Peter Sachi recorded a verdict of drug-related death at an inquest. Kerry has spoken at length about the abusive nature of their relationship, making shocking claims about physical violence from George. Last month, she spoke to Mail Online about the prospect of marrying again following her failed marriage to George, while she was also with Brian McFadden from 2002 to 2006 and then Mark Croft from 2007 to 2011. Speaking about her exes, she said, "My first husband left me for somebody else. My second one was my drug dealer. And my third one beat the st out of me. So, yeah, there is massive anxiety, they all failed." For confidential help and support, contact Frank Drugs Helpline on 0300 123 6600. Celebrity SAS, Who Dares Wins continues next Sunday at 9 p.m. on Channel 4.